Hi, this is part 2 of Douglas Lake, Newport, Tennessee, and Hot Springs, North Carolina. Today is a really crappy day. It is rainy. I had a lot of, I had some ideas on the list, what I was going to do. I'm kind of in midweek again. It's a weekend, it's Sunday, but I'm kind of midweek. I went for my physical therapy on Thursday, and I will go back for more physical therapy on Wednesday. So I only have like maybe 3 days, to get out and just do like a little, what I call it's not the weekend, but kind of a midweek road trip, if you will. Just go out to explore and whatnot. Anyway, it's a crappy day. It's rainy. I am in the area of Crabtree, North Carolina, which is right here at Waynesville, North Carolina. I was going to go up to the Cataloochee Elk area. I've never been there before. I actually accidentally found it while I was looking for free campsites. So I want to go up there. Anyway, let's see. There's also something else in the Smoky Mountains. There's an elk area. There's also about a year ago, no, not a year ago, about 2 years ago, my ex-boyfriend and I, when we were on our way to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, we went through an area I don't know if it was Highway 32 or the Smoky Park Highway, I'm not really sure, but I remember on our way to Gatlinburg, we ran into an area with a lot of elk. I was able to get a few pictures, but at the time, I had to take pictures with his phone, and his phone did not take good pictures. Not really good pictures, not like mine. I was able to get a couple, I think, but not many. And I would love to go back and be able to get some more with my own phone or my own camera, or maybe even the video if I could. But anyway, so that was one of the things on the list, the Cataloochee Elk area. I also wanted to visit the area within the Smoky Mountains Smoky Mountains Parkway. There's also a couple other places. I think Devil's Courthouse and a couple of other places that's right on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I wanted to do that, and there was also a couple more campsites I wanted to visit as well, which have walking trails. One was Sunburst. One is a long way from here. One is in Glenville, North Carolina, so that's a ways. There's a couple of other campsites I wanted to visit, which are in like Cashiers and Highlands. Anyway, that's a long way, so I'm not gonna be going there. But most of this stuff is not that far from here. Cataloochee's only, I think, 20 miles. The area of the Blue Ridge Parkway, I think, is only maybe 30. So we're talking like 20 miles, 30 miles. Smoky Mountains Parkway, whatever. That's only, I think, 32 miles. So all a very short distance. Anyway, it looks like I'm maybe not going to get that done, but maybe I can still get a little, maybe I can still get a little bit done today. I don't know. But anyway, regardless, this video is not about that. It's about the trip I went on last week to Douglas Lake, Newport, Hot Springs, North Carolina. I wasn't able to put all of the video into one. One, it would have been too long, and number two, I can only put together 60 videos, so it's too many. Anyway, just a little bit of an update on me. I have been, the last few days, I finished my antibiotics, but I have been sick. Just upset stomach every day for the last few days. Last night, I was sick yesterday morning. I mean, not yesterday morning. Yeah, or the morning before. I was sick 2 mornings ago. I guess today's Sunday. I was sick on Friday morning. I was sick again last night, which was Saturday night. And then I woke up this morning. I'm not feeling too well. I got my COVID vaccine. I'm really happy about that. I did start bleeding, kind of like menstrual bleeding. I am postmenopausal, so that's a concern. It didn't last long, thank God. It went away. I did a little bit of research and come to find out there is menstrual problems, even within postmenopausal women, but luckily it's already went away. I think the medicine is finally, the medicine from all the days of me having to take Imodium is probably working through. Anyway, I'll be back with you guys. Hi, this first video is, or slideshow rather, is of the Walter Bridge Recreation Area on Douglas Lake in Tennessee. Anyway, just to wrap up from the first video, I am, like I said, I'm not feeling very well. I've had upset stomach for a few days. I've finished the antibiotics from the urinary tract infection. Anyway, I had, like I said, I had to take Imodium every day, and now I'm having upset stomach, so I don't know if that's just a residual from the medicine, and now that I'm not taking any Imodium, I'm over the antibiotics, but I'm wondering if there's residuals left over from all those days, that I had to take Imodium, that now the medicine's finally working through me, and it's kind of giving me upset stomach. At least I'm getting upset stomach from something. 2 nights ago, when I first got upset stomach, I can't imagine, or that morning, Friday morning, I can't imagine what would have made me sick. I only had fruit the night before, a few graham crackers. Earlier in the day, I'd had a couple of mint Klondike bars. I don't think that could have possibly made me sick. In fact, every time I go to mine and my ex-husband's house, he always keeps ice cream and stuff like that in the refrigerator, and I always eat some, which I really hate to do. I don't like to do, because when I'm on the road, or when I'm by myself, I'm out doing my thing, exploring, taking pictures, camping, whatever. I'm not doing hiking, camping. I'm not doing that. And unfortunately, I like to hike, but I can't do a lot of hiking. I went out the other day, and I noticed that last time I was out, I noticed that my ankle was bothering me just a bit, so I have to be really, really careful with that. It's cooler today, so if I do find anything, I'm not going to be, putting on my flip-flops, and I just got those crappy flip-flops from the Dollar Tree. We went to Walmart, though, and my ex-husband bought me a pair of regular, a little bit better flip-flops. I'd like to find something even better than that, so if in between my explorations I find something else, something a little better, more like last year's, I'd love to get those. Anyway, I think that's about it with me. I'm just not feeling great, and I did have jalapenos last night, so I don't know if that affected me. Sometimes they do, but I'm always careful to take the seeds out, because I know seeds bother me. So honestly, I don't know. I'm at a loss. I just, wherever I go, I kind of just, but I kind of know, because yesterday I just ate it was late, so I had a pack of peanut butter crackers and a Coke Zero, a 16-ounce can of Coke Zero, and then a couple of hours later, I started feeling bad. I started feeling kind of sick, like my stomach was upset, but then nothing happened, and then I ate my dinner, which was just an almond butter and jelly sandwich with a few potato chips, and I had a cereal bar and a few Cheetos, not many, and maybe I had too many. I don't know. I mean, I feel like maybe I'm just eating too much. I don't know, And of course, I did have some jalapenos, and maybe I just ate too much. I don't know. Maybe I got to try to be careful, cut back. But I know yesterday when I had peanut butter crackers and a Coke Zero, I did not eat too much. So I don't know. I don't know if it was, I got the bag of crackers at a Dollar Tree. Maybe they were too old. It was a very tiny Dollar Tree. I don't know. I can't, no, I take that back. I'd already had the peanut butter crackers. I had purchased them at another Dollar Tree, so this particular tiny Dollar Tree in Waynesville didn't have any. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on. Today, like I said, it's a crappy day. It's raining. I'm not sure I'm going to get that much exploration done today. Maybe a little bit. Again, of course, that's not about this. This is about last week's video. So anyway, or last week's explorations. Anyway, this first video is on Douglas Lake in Newport, Tennessee, there at the Walter Bridge Recreation Area. Hi, this next slideshow is also at the Walters Bridge recreation area on Douglas Lake. It is at standing from another angle. It's actually a part of the lake I like a little bit better. There's a pretty beautiful little tree in there that I like a lot. I actually like more. The first slideshow or first video was of the bridge that you drive across out on the highway. So I took a picture of the lake facing the bridge. So I like that one too, but I like this one a little better with the little tree out there, about growing about halfway out of the water. I really like that. There was another area down there I kind of wanted to get to, but I wasn't able to get to. It kind of ran behind a bar, and I don't know if there was a way to access it through the bar parking lot or through the bar area, because it was kind of in the back area, and I think it was a combination of a bar up front and the people's home in the back, so I didn't want to walk back there. Don't think there was a way to access it anyway. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, as you can see, I got my little, no, I don't want to say my hat, my little head covering on now. It's actually a headband. It can be worn as a headband or a head covering. I've got that on because it's raining. I'm going out. I'm going to go in the bathroom here in a bit. And I can't get my hair or my head wet. If I do, I'll get sick. So that's why I'm wearing the head covering. Anyway, like I said, this next video, same thing. The next slideshow, same thing, of Douglas Lake at the Walters Bridge recreation area. This next slideshow is of a plant that's right there on the bank at the lake. As I've said before, I really like photographing plants and leaves and things of that nature. So anyway, every opportunity I find to photograph flowers or plants, I do. Anyway, so here's a plant right there on the bank. Hi, here's a video of the tree that's right there on the bank or out in the water at Douglas Lake. Anyway, I talked about that in the last video, or the video before the last one. Anyway, I really like that little tree. I think it's really cool. It's about halfway, it's growing out of the water. I think that's really cool. Anyway, this is a closer up version of that little tree, and the water is really a much lighter color. I just really like that angle. I like that particular area and that particular photograph. And I just think that the little tree is really cool. Here is the Walters Bridge recreation area sign. It's a view from the road, or a view of the road, should I say. Here is another view of Douglas Lake, closer to the bar. Hi, the next two slideshows are of the Walters Bridge recreation area. Um, one from the road and one from a slightly different angle. Hi, I found this little pullout on Highway 25 South in Tennessee, going south towards Hot Springs, North Carolina. Anyway, I found this cool little pullout, and I thought it was pretty cool looking. So I got out and I took some pictures, and I did a video too, which is in part one. There were some people in the water. I thought they were skinny dipping, but I don't think they were. At least the lady came out, or the girl came out. She had her bathing suit on. Anyway, my bad on that one. Not that it matters. Anyway, you might notice that my videos look just a little bit different, or not a little different, but because every video I do, I'm looking toward, I'm not really looking toward the, I guess the webcam or the camera part. I'm kind of looking to the side, and that's what I like, I guess, because I can see myself, but I can't, and then I can't really see myself when I look towards the camera, the front facing camera. Anyway, so it's going to look a little different. I'm trying to kind of get a little, but anyway, I don't know. I guess I should probably stick with what I like, whatever. Anyway, again, I'm not sure where this was. It was just a big pull out off of Highway 25 South going toward, in Tennessee, going toward Hot Springs, North Carolina. It's just a little area there. Not really any trees to speak of. There was like one tree that the people there had their stuff under. Anyway, it was just kind of just was there. I happened to see it as I was driving by. So I turned around, went back, and decided to, take some pictures. So, here it is. Hi, here's an old abandoned gas station that's a few miles outside of Newport, Tennessee, on Highway 25 South, or going south on Highway 25, rather. I photographed this about a year ago when I was in this area. At that time, I think I was in that other car, the blue Taurus that had so many issues, it broke down. It's odd, the things, that you can remember. Anyway, because I remember that trip so well because that car just gave me so many problems, and so it's still very vivid in my mind. Anyway, when I photographed the gas station about a year ago, it wasn't all that grown up. Now, it's way more grown up. I'm not sure why, but anyway, it's been abandoned. You can tell it's been abandoned and empty for a really, really long time. Yet, for some reason, I guess there's more trees growing out of it and everything. And last year when I photographed it, it was later in the year, and I think I said that in the first video, or in part one. I did the video at that and took pictures. I didn't do video last year because I wasn't doing video at that time. But the pictures I took were around July, and this was in last of April. So, no idea why it's, anyway. And in that year, it grew up a lot. Anyway, just an old abandoned gas station on Highway 25 going south. It's on the south side, not too many miles out of Newport, Tennessee. This is the sign there at the old abandoned gas station. I have no idea what kind of gas station that it was or used to be. But anyway, I photographed the sign. That I did not do last year. I don't know if I didn't see the sign or I chose not to take a picture of it. Maybe there were people. Maybe there is someone living across the street. In fact, this time I could hear him out in his front yard. He was weed eating, but he couldn't see me until I walked closer. Further down. Till I walked a few feet further on 25 South. He couldn't see me. Anyway, I don't know if people slowed down, were looking, because there are houses across the street, although neither one of them can directly see me unless they were at the road or I walked further in front of their homes, which I'm not going to do. But anyway, so I don't know why I didn't photograph the sign last year, but I took 2 pictures of it, one from one angle and the sun was right in my face. And then I walked to the other side. I walked past some mailboxes and photographed it from that angle. Anyway, again, beautiful area, and again, an old sign there at the gas station. Here is the field next to the gas station. Beautiful, beautiful area. It was late in the evening, probably about 6 p.m., so the sun was out. The sun actually was kind of in my face. But anyway, this is the field right next to the gas station, and it's just a beautiful area. Here's a tree with some hay bales under it that's there at the gas station on Highway 25 South near Newport, Tennessee. Here's the French Broad River on Highway 25 South. Again, it's in Tennessee, further from Newport. Anyway, there's a sign at the entrance that says it's a boat ramp, but I don't see a place to actually put a boat into the water or even get a truck down there. There's a little walking path, a fairly narrow walking path that you can walk down to the water's edge. In fact, the day that I was there, there was a pickup truck there. I didn't see him around. I didn't see anyone around that could have been fishing or doing anything like that, unless he was someplace I didn't see. But anyway, I suspect that he was probably, it's on the river, so I suspect he was probably out kayaking or something, and that's why I didn't see him. When I left, he was still, the truck was there, but he still wasn't there. I wasn't there that long. Again, says it's a boat ramp, but there's really no place to pull a boat out. But it's a cool place to stop. It's a cool place. There's no picnic tables, nothing like that. So, but it's still a cool place to stop and just get out, walk around, take some pictures, sit in the car, and you could sit in the car and eat. Unless you don't mind. Of course, I wouldn't want to sit in the grass. It's all kind of grown up, and there's a lot of dirt, so I probably wouldn't want to do that. For someone who's got some chairs or something with them, it would be cool. They could just pull a chair out maybe and sit and eat, but then put it back in their vehicle when they got ready to leave. But me personally, I just kind of sit in my car. That's kind of what I'm used to, and I don't like doing that because I'm starting to get a few crumbs in this car, which reminds me I got to try to clean it up. But anyway, this was at the French Broad River boat ramp area, which is within the National Forest. Hi, here's another slideshow of the French Broad River, the boat ramp area within the National Forest. Again, there's, as far as I can see, no place to pull a boat out. Pull a boat into the water rather. But again, a nice area. Hi guys, this is another video or slideshow rather of the French Broad River boat ramp area within the National Forest on Highway 25 South, not too far out of Newport, further out of Newport than the old gas station. But anyway, here's another angle of it. Then there's a couple more coming up with different angles. In this video, or this particular video, I decided to do use a different app. This one, I like the Bloom app. I use that one a lot. But in this one, I decided to use the Sweet Candy camera and use a different filter. I figured, why not? Anyway, again, this next video is in the same area, French Broad River. Hi, here's another video, slideshow rather, of the French Broad River. It is almost exactly like the last video, but it is slightly different. I think I've zoomed in a little bit with my camera on that one. Again, on the French Broad River at the boat ramp in the National Forest. Again, there really is no boat ramp, but it's still a very beautiful area. I took these pictures late in the evening, about 6:30, somewhere in that, maybe a little bit later, maybe 7. It might have been closer to 7, because I remember it was starting to get dark by the time I got to the state line. Hi, here's another slideshow of the French Broad River there on Highway 25 South, not too far from Newport, Tennessee, at the National Forest boat ramp area, which there really is no boat ramp. Anyway, this is a slightly different, this is another view, a little bit further back than the rest of them, and also photographing the trees. Hi, here's another slideshow of the French Broad River there at the National Forest boat ramp area where there's really no boat ramp. Anyway, this is basically pictures of the tops of the trees and kind of the sky, but not really. It's kind of partly sky, partly trees. As I've said before in other videos, I really like to layer the sky with the trees and such. So it was later in the evening, and usually later in the evening I get some really, really, really beautiful photographs. So that's what I did. Anyway, this is just basically the tops of the trees, which I love, and I've talked about this in other videos. Anyway, this particular filter that I'm using on the Sweet Candy camera is a black and white filter. As you can see, it's not as black and white as they advertise, because you can still see a little bit of pink right here on my little comforter. I haven't gotten out of the car yet. I haven't put my comforter away yet, because it's just been off and on raining, like raining, and it'll kind of stop and it'll pour. It looks like the sun might be going to come out now a little bit, I hope, because I was hoping to at least get to the Cataloochee Elk area today, which I've never been to, and it's only about 20 miles away, so I was kind of hoping it would clear off. If it clears off, of course, I'll put my comforter away, but I won't do that until I come out. You know, I do my thing this morning. I go to the bathroom. I do what I got to do. So I don't know. I'm hoping to get to the Cataloochee Elk area today. But anyway, back to the slideshow. Again, this is at the French Broad River, and not too far from Newport, Tennessee. Taken last week, which was the last of April. It is now the 1st of May. Or actually May 4th, I think. May 3rd or May 4th. May 3rd. May 3rd. Hi, here's yet another view of the French Broad River there at the National Forest on US Highway 25 South, not too far from Newport, Tennessee. Very beautiful area. It was the pictures were taken late in the evening. Hi, here are more sky and tree pictures. A little more sky in this particular in these particular pictures. Again, taken at the National Forest on the French Broad River at the National Forest boat ramp on US Highway 25, not too far from Newport, Tennessee. Hi, here is a slideshow of the boat ramp sign there at the French Broad River on US Highway 25 South, not too far from Newport, Tennessee. And this one is just a video slideshow of the actual boat ramp sign, which really isn't a boat ramp. I don't know why they call it a boat ramp. They should just call it a recreation area. But anyway, there's the boat ramp sign, as well as some trees. Here is a slideshow that was taken right on the Tennessee line. Again, it's late in the evening, so the pictures I actually like the pictures. There's the Tennessee sign, right off the highway, of course, and then, the Tennessee state line, and then right beyond the Tennessee state line is a field with the absolute most beautiful greenest grass that I think I've ever seen. I'm not sure if it comes up in the pictures as well as it should. I know in the part one in the video. It does come up pretty well, but I don't think that it looks as good as it does with the naked eye. Anyway, it's just absolutely a beautiful area. There were more pictures, but I took some of them out because some of them had power lines. I don't like that. One or two do still have power lines, but I took some of that out. Some of the pictures I took out. Anyway, Tennessee state line on US Highway 25, right there at the Tennessee North Carolina line. Hi, this next video slideshow is of the State Line Grill right there at the Tennessee North Carolina line on US Highway 25. It is actually on the north side. You would pass it on the north. Well, it doesn't really matter, but I say it's the north side. If you were going north, it would be to your right. Anyway, I'm right there. There's a little pull out there and kind of like a little park area that's kind of right across, or not a park, there's no picnic or benches or anything, but it's kind of a little parking area right across the street from the State Line Grill. So I'm parked pretty close to, as you can see actually I'm parked just beyond the State Line Grill sign. The sign is on the right hand side of the road and the grill is on the left hand side of the road, and just beyond the grill is a gas station, which the last time I went through there, if I'm not mistaken, was closed. At least I think it was closed. There was no one there, and it was winter time. So maybe they're just seasonal or something. But anyway, the State Line Grill has been, I don't know how long it's been out of business, but I know it's been a while. It's been empty, abandoned. It's not really falling down. It's still, the building itself still in good shape. But anyway, I know it's been out of business for at least 10 years, and because I've been traveling up through that area, not routinely, but I do travel up through that area on US Highway 25 from, like Asheville or Hot Springs to Newport, Tennessee. And I've traveled that route a number of times, and the last time I traveled it was about a year ago. So anyway, of course, and it's out of business, it's abandoned. So I know it's been abandoned for at least 10 or 12 years, since I first started going through there, but I have no idea how long it's actually been abandoned, or empty. The State Line Grill sign is pretty old. Anyway, this was taken late in the evening. It was, by the time I got done with my pictures at this location, it was getting pretty close to dark, although I did get a few more, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Anyway, again, State Line Grill at the North Carolina-Tennessee state line. Hi, this next video slideshow is just of the Highway 25 sign. Actually, Highway 2570, I've never really even noticed that, because I just travel 25, I don't travel 70. At some point, I'm going to have to go through there and travel Highway 7, US Highway 70, and, go down Highway 25, and then when I hit the combination with 70, just instead of following 25, follow 70, because I'm sure I've traveled it at some point, but I don't remember it. I've never traveled it up through 70 up through Tennessee. That I have not done. I've traveled it near Raleigh. I've traveled it on the Outer Banks, but I've never traveled it more than once, but I've never traveled it in Tennessee. So I may do that one day. Anyway, again, this is just it's late in the evening, and this is just a picture of the US Highway 25 70 signs there at the state line. of North Carolina and Tennessee. I think I may have already said that. And anyway, I apologize if I repeated myself. Hi, this next video slideshow is at the North Carolina-Tennessee state line, there at the State Line Grill, where I was parked, just beyond, right there at the state line. Like I said, right there at the State Line Grill and the U.S. Highway 2570 signs. It's late in the evening, and I just took some sky and tree photos. I didn't get a sunset, but I did get the dark hues of blue as the evening was coming to an end, as the day is coming to an end and setting into nightfall. Anyway, again, right there at the North Carolina-Tennessee line. Hi guys, last but not least, the last video is at Hot Springs, North Carolina. It was getting very late. I was very lucky that I snapped those last few photos and it wasn't too dark. I snapped the pictures of the train first. That's not what you'll see first. I just put them all into one slideshow as rather than make two. I was going to make two, and then I just decided not to do that. Anyway, there's the Hot Springs sign, which used to be called Warm Springs, not Hot Springs. And then, of course, there's a picture of the resort, and then the train, and then one downtown picture. It was last Saturday night, if I remember correctly. And anyway, last Saturday night, and there was a band playing. At least I think it was Saturday night. Maybe it was Sunday night. Maybe it was another night, but I'm pretty sure it was Saturday night. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. Let me take that back. I take that back. I think it was a Wednesday night. That's right. My apologies. It was a Wednesday night, which is amazing. The place was packed. There was a band, some kind of a band. I could hear music coming out of a local pub there. Which Wednesday night, it was absolutely packed. I saw people walking. I guess they didn't live too far from downtown Hot Springs and were walking up. There's nothing in Hot Springs. It's basically a one-horse town, but basically kind of a tourist area, I guess. It's just kind of a little pit stop on the way to Newport for me. Usually, I don't even stop there. I just drive through and then head straight on into Newport, Tennessee. But anyway, I was on my way back. Anyway, there was my apologies. I remember that now. It was Wednesday night because on Thursday I had my physical therapy appointment. So that's, anyway, and so it was like the very last night I was going to get anything, any pictures done, any recreation, any photos, I didn't really do a lot of hiking. My ankle was bothering me, but I did do a bit of hiking, just a bit, but I was getting out, moving around a lot, taking the pictures, which I'm very glad I was able to do. Anyway, and now I'm on my next little trek. Today is, I'm going to have to check, but, because I've lost track of my days, but if I'm not mistaken, today is Monday. And I really didn't, it's crazy, I left on Saturday, and I drove around, but I really didn't take any pictures, I didn't do anything. And then yesterday, it was so late, by the time I cleared off all the videos and photos on my phone, because I finally had to clean my phone again. I'm racking up a lot of videos. By the time I got that done, it was late in the evening. I went and I got some crackers, as I said earlier at the start of this video, and I ended up not feeling good, getting sick. I did walk there in a Food Lion parking lot, and then I came to where I am now. I'm at a truck stop. I came here and just watched a movie, a little bit of house, and then I got sick, went in the back, went inside the store, got sick, came back out, finally went to sleep. I don't feel the greatest today. The medicines finally, those antibiotics are probably finally trying to make their way out of my system, out of my body. As you'll notice in this particular set of video slideshows, I did sweet candy cam on a lot of them, and I did that to take advantage of all the different filters instead of using one. Right now I'm using the Blue Map, but all of those, of course, are the sweet candy camera, which you can see because they have a watermark on them. Anyway, I decided to do that just for the heck of it, just for a little fun, just to try out different filters and see what all they did. They only give me, Sweet Candy Camera only gives me 3 minutes, so that's why I don't use it. Unless I'm very occasionally, I'll use it when I'm only doing maybe, a minute or a couple minutes. I use Blue Map more than I should, even though it only gives me 5 minutes, because I use this one and Camera 365. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up now. I'm going to wrap up now. I need to go inside the store. I need to get my day started. It looks like the sun is finally coming out and the rain might be going to dissipate. So anyway, this concludes part 1 of Newport, Tennessee, Hot Springs, Douglas Lake video. God bless. Have a nice day. Peace.